Talk. Talk. Talk to me Tuesday. Hey there, welcome to Talk to Me Tuesday on a Tuesday. I'm your host, Madi B, and today's going to be a great show. Yes, right now I'm by myself, but it's only temporary until I have our special guest on the show. So before we go into what the show is about, there's going to be context clues in the screen right now, so you guys send a comment below and letting me know what you think this show's about. Now, if you guys saw the ad, you should already have some clues, and if you look on the screen right now, you have context clues already. So I want to kind of hear how y'all's weekend was. Let me know. It was kind of a weekend with beautiful weather. Oh my God, it was amazing. It wasn't too cold, it wasn't too hot, and that is in Houston, Texas. It was actually beautiful. Now, temperatures have dropped and it is freezing over here. I know that Dallas is also experiencing some cold weather, in San Antonio as well. So bundle up, Buttercup, because it is super cold outside. If you could see, I have my layers. This is no joke. I take this weather real seriously. I bust out my snow boots around here. So hope you guys had a good weekend. Let me know on the comment section below how your weekend was. Another great news and great day that was yesterday was Veterans Day. So I want to say happy Veterans Day to all of you guys and any of you guys that have been in the military of some sort. So I want to thank you all who have served our great country, past, present, and also future. We salute you and your families. You are definitely appreciated and honored. On behalf of D. Miller and Associates, it's super true. Not only are we saluting the actual veteran, but also the families who have to, it's tough to be at home while your loved one is out there fighting our country. If you have babies and little ones, it's also tough on the family. So saluting also the family, because it takes a lot of strength. I know my brother-in-law was a veteran also of the Army. So happy Veterans Day to my brother-in-law as well, who has served some times and some years. Let us know if you guys had a veteran in the family, or if you know of a veteran. I would love to know who they are. Tag them below. I would love just to give them an awesome thank you for serving our country. I think it's super important that we spread that love. It's super great to be a veteran and just to get the love on times like this. So I want to be the first to say happy Veterans Day as well to them and tell them thank you for serving our country. So that was yesterday, 11/11. It's such a beautiful day. 11, which is November, on the 11th day. And if you guys are anything like me, on 11/11, which is the time I made a wish. So that's only for those superstitious people that love the repetition. Make a good wish for something to come true. So as you guys know, we do have a special show today for you guys. We have an author. So I actually have this children's book on the screen. That was your context clues if you guys got it. It's called The Kingdom of Honey. It's a children's book. So if any of you guys have any little kids or little ones, or even nieces and nephews or grandchildren, this is a good read for a certain age range as well. So we actually had on our set the author of this children's book, and her name is Kathey Mercer, who was actually speaking about her book. We will go in shortly and meet Kathey. We actually did a pre-recorded show with Kathey. Now, Kathey resides in San Antonio, Texas. So that is why we did a pre-recorded show. She was in the Houston area, and we took the opportunity, and we couldn't be any more blessed to have her on the show. She actually is from Jackson, Tennessee, which is great. For all of you guys that are from that Tennessee area, let us know too. We'd love to give you a big old heart as well. But one of her favorite quotes that you guys see on the screen is, "Don't just sail through life, but make waves." Ooh, that's a good one. That is super true, because you will have your life will give you through or get you through a journey. So it is very important to get through that journey, create waves, have an impact around you. I think that's an awesome, awesome quote. So we had the pleasure of sitting with Miss Kathey Mercer here on our set here at D. Miller & Associates, speaking about the Kingdom of Honey, what it is about, which is her latest release, what inspired her and what inspired her to become a writer. I think everyone's story is super important. It's also very important to hear because it motivates someone like you that whether it's being a author of a storybook or of just getting past your dream, I think it definitely helps and motivates you guys. So we actually have such an amazing opportunity to hear this author's story. So we definitely want you guys to take a look at her interview with Kathey Mercer, the author of The Kingdom of Honey. Let's take a look. Hey there, we'd like to welcome you today to Talk to Me Tuesday on Tuesday. I'm your host, Madi B, and today I have a very special guest. I have Kathey Mercer with us. Welcome.
Thank you. It is wonderful to be here.
Oh my gosh, we're about to just go into everything that you do, which is going to be amazing. I want to first and foremost apologize about my voice. I did lose my voice, so I just kind of want to let you guys know, to all our viewers that always come on the show. So now let's talk a little bit about who Kathey Mercer is. So you are the author of this book that we actually see here on the table called The Kingdom of Honey.
Yes.
So I have an author on the show, which is awesome. So tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from and all that, your walk of life, so that way we can kind of get to know you a little bit better.
Well, I am originally from Tennessee, Jackson, Tennessee.
Okay.
We moved to Auburn after that, and my husband and I are both educators. He taught at Auburn University, and I taught in the city schools there. And now we're in San Antonio.
Ooh,
San
that's where
Antonio,
I'm from.
Texas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And we love it there. My husband is still teaching at a university in San Antonio, and I'm retired.
Awesome.
But I taught for over 28 years.
Okay.
And I certified in 5 different areas of education. I love reading. I love teaching children to read.
I figured since you wrote a book, that is
Yes.
awesome. So that's a little bit, that now explains it. So you being an educator kind of now explains the education aspect of things and the writing, and we're going to get to that here in a little bit. So how long have you been writing in total?
Oh my goodness. For over 45 years.
Oh wow.
Yes. I started writing poetry.
Okay.
I love it. I write about people. People and their life and their situations, their triumphs and their trials. I love that. My mother was a poet.
Oh, okay.
My mother loved to write.
Okay.
And I loved reading her poetry back in the day when I was younger. So, yeah.
That's
what I
awesome. So it
started
kind of
with.
trickled down
It did.
the family tree, which is
Yes.
awesome.
Yes.
So you're telling me you're inspired to write by, people, their stories. Is that what has inspired you to take it to this level, or is there other inspirations that you have had as well?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I wanted children. I wanted to start writing for children. I taught special education.
Oh, okay.
And so I know the struggles that a lot of children may have reading. And so I wanted to create books that would motivate them, would excite them, to want to read. Right. And of course, you start with while they're babies.
Yeah.
You start reading to them, and before you know it, some of the things that they heard before they could speak, they're going to be saying it.
Yeah.
So it's important to start very early, teaching them to read. And I wanted my books to be those books that they would say is my best book ever.
Yes, that's
Yes.
awesome. And I know
Yes.
you probably already have gotten some of that feedback. So this book we're going to talk in particular. So The Kingdom of Honey. So what age range is this book supposed to be for?
All ages.
All ages. So
All
it's an easy
ages.
read.
Yes.
Okay, which is good. Tell us a little bit about this book and what idea did you have behind the name, the characters, everything that has to do with the book?
Well, it is about a kingdom. The kingdom of honey, and it's about the bees and how they are greatly needed and highly respected by the king, the queen, and the people of Euphoria. However, with the constant threat of bad weather conditions and other outside forces, thousands of the bees are being killed out. That's a problem. Everyone is fearful, and something must be done. So there is a prophecy that the king and queen are given that says they would give birth to a princess. And she would have greater powers than they possess. So the king and queen have powers as well.
Wow.
Can the princess stop the outside forces from destroying any more bees? Well, you got to read the book to find out.
You have to read the book.
See the miracle that they have been praying for? What will her second powers be? She's going to have a first power in this book.
Ooh.
But in the next book, she has a greater power.
There's more to
to
come.
help save the bees.
I like how you've already kind of planted the seed for the future.
Yes.
So I love that. I think it's great. Kids, and if there is children watching right now, this is a beautiful book for you guys to be inspired, but it's also kind of showing you how life is.
Yes.
There is weather. We here at Houston, Texas have experienced some tropical storms, some hurricanes that have set people behind. And it's kind of the same idea that it's set bees behind.
Absolutely.
So it's kind of beautiful to kind of see the correlation. I love that. So what was your motivation behind the creation of this book?
Once I got the idea that I was going to talk about honeybees, the motivation was, starting this book and finishing this book.
Absolutely.
The other motivation was I started doing research about honeybees, and I found out that honeybees are becoming extinct. And if they do, it's going to be devastating. There are a lot of reports out there. I encourage my audience to go and start doing research. In fact, I have 10 questions in the back of this book for parents to have that discussion with their children. And one of the questions is, what if bees become extinct? Do you know what will happen? Bees pollinate over 100 fruits and vegetables.
Wow.
Over 100. So there you go. They're important. We need to be advocates in making sure that we keep them around. Yes. And
That's
so
awesome.
that again, that inspired me to get that out there. Get the message out there
and
through
I
this story.
The message, and I love how you made it interactive at the same time. So I love how you put some questions, and I'm going to show you guys, but it encourages you guys to actually purchase the book as well. But I'm just going to read one or two questions. But what is the power? What power did the queen have? So these are good questions, just in case you're with your child.
That's right.
And you may not do this. Is a good exercise to have the child focus.
Absolutely.
Look into some of those things and make them really remember the content, which is kind of showing them how school is. You have to, I'm sorry, but you have to learn what you're reading all the way to college. So it never ends.
That's right.
But no, I love how you did that for the parents, and you even did an interactive for the kids, which is a word search, just in case they want to come at a later time or they've read this book 1,000 times.
Yes.
They could still do something else.
That's correct.
I love it. So tell us how long it took you and your team to write and publish this book.
It took almost 6 years. And what does that say? Anything that's worth doing, it may take some time. It took over 6 years because I used an illustrator that had never done a book before. So we were all learning, just learning what to do and how to do it. And so I had to go through several companies to get it converted, get the file converted properly. Then there's this thing called bleeding. You want to get it right when it comes to printing and all of that. So we had some difficulties there.
Yeah.
But once you go through all of that,
oh yes,
you're good to go. So don't hesitate. If you want to write a book, don't hesitate. And if it takes longer than you expected, it's okay.
Well, volume 2 won't take 6 years because you've already been through all the storms.
It's already written and ready to go. Yes.
There you go. So, did you help? There's some great illustrations here, great animations.
Oh, he's amazing.
Did you help with the illustrations in the book as well?
Just a little. Just a little. He would ask me, is there anything you want to change? And I would look at it and maybe make this a little larger, do this or that. But no, I truly left the creativity up to him. Told him a little bit on the front end what I wanted, and hey,
that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yes.
And I know you just mentioned that it took you about 6 years to do this book. So was there anything that happened or that made you feel discouraged throughout the process on going through this book, or did it just elevate you and motivate you?
For me, it motivated me. I was so determined. Once I decided I wanted to be an author, I was motivated. I didn't care how long it took. I kept saying, this is going to happen. And that's what people have to do. Those that want to be writers, well, it's with anything you want to do.
Absolutely.
It may be hard. It may be frustrating, but don't stop. Don't give up.
Yeah.
Make your dream come true.
Yeah.
And that's what I was determined to do, to make my dream come true.
You know what? You should definitely write a book in the future about your story.
That's right.
About what you just said, making your dream come true. Because you're right, it does apply to life. It doesn't just apply to a book for the authors, for the poets out there, but also for those that are trying to fulfill an education, or for them trying to be an actor, actress, attorney, doctor. You never know.
Absolutely.
So it starts at a young age.
Absolutely, it does.
I love that. I think you have a great story that should be included in a book for the kids.
Thank you.
I love it. So tell us a little bit about where this book can be purchased, and also how much is it?
It is $12.95.
Okay.
And it can be purchased at Amazon.com.
Oh, okay.
Amazon has it. Barnes and Noble has it online. And so, yes, go get it.
That is awesome. So now, is it the actual physical copy, or can they also do electronic? Because nowadays you have the iPads.
Thank you for saying that. It is electronic as well.
Oh.
Yes, it
Double
is.
option, which is good. Some parents will prefer the electrical, and
That's
some
right.
Electronic, and some will prefer the actual soft copy, which is great. So it definitely accommodates to both parents that may want for their kids. So the audience for this book is children. Okay, so are you working with schools to have this book included in like their curriculum and kind of making it a homework assignment pretty much?
Not at this point in
Okay.
time. I certainly hope that is in the future for this book.
Yeah.
But I have been able to get it in the city library
Oh,
of
nice.
San Antonio.
That's awesome.
And I've had another friend from another city to purchase the book and put it in their library.
That's awesome.
So if that, for those that will go and buy the book, that is certainly something that I would love for them to do in their hometown. If they would recommend having them put the book in the library, that would be great.
Yeah, for those that are watching right now that either have an influence on kids or are educators or part of schools, any level, we would definitely encourage you guys to reach out to us as well. You can send us a direct message, or we'll put the contact information here in the comment section so that way you can reach out to us. That would be great in regards to getting this book out there. Any city, any state, the more the better. I know we work a lot with kids, so I know we're going to be purchasing some so that we can give away like as a gift to our children here in Houston, that we really give back to the community. So I think that is great.
On yesterday, and we're going to get to that.
Yeah.
But also, other educators are coming on board and making sure that the book gets in their school. That has happened to me very recently. So, yes, I'm really hoping that that's going to be something that we look forward to in the future.
Absolutely.
Because I want as many children, even if they can't buy the book, I want them to have that opportunity to read the book in the library.
Yes, I love it. And it starts with you guys. So if you guys are watching, we want to kind of join forces and help each other out to get this book out. But it's not just for us or for you, but it's for our children, which is great. So right now we're talking about children's book. Is that your main focus right now or for the next few years? Are you thinking about going to adult reading as well?
I am. I love writing poetry, as I said earlier, and I've already got a title.
Okay.
For my poetry book, the kind that you want to just take and cuddle up with, especially during wintertime when it's cold.
Yeah.
And just read about people. Read about their struggles, but read also about their victories. Every poetry piece that I write, it may start out with the trial, but it's going to end with the victory. It really is. And people love it. I also write couple poetry.
Ooh, okay.
Like if you're going to, you're engaged to be married, and the husband wants to write to the spouse and tell her how much he loved her and when he started to fall in love with her and how he fell in love with her. I can write all of that. I can write that story.
What's your style of poetry? Because there's so many styles. I know I'm kind of getting a little deep, but there's so many different styles of poetry. Do you do a lot of the rhyming on your stanzas, or you just kind of you do? Okay.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. So, I sure do.
That is awesome. So, I mean, poetry is another world of its own. I love and really enjoy poetry. So it depends on the style of the person. Some people do a lot of rhyming. Some do every other line of rhyming. There's a lot of styles. So if you guys are into poetry, I definitely recommend that if you haven't already, researching some of that styles. So whenever that book comes out, you're already 10 steps ahead of her.
Absolutely.
So I saw in this book in particular that you received an achievement award in poetry by the International Society of Poets.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. And
that's huge.
One of the pieces that I wrote was about my mother. My mother was a phenomenal woman. She read a lot.
Okay.
She loved to read, and I know that's why I enjoyed reading.
Yes.
My mother, like I said earlier, was a poet in her own right. She never published anything, but she was a great writer. And I think that was my motivation too. Mom never got to publish, but I'm going to do it in her honor.
Absolutely.
So I wrote one of the pieces that went international was called Mother Angel.
Nice.
Because that's what she was to me.
Yes.
She was Mother Angel.
Yes.
She was, everybody loved her in her hometown of Jackson, Tennessee.
Yeah.
They loved her. They even placed a book in the library in her honor.
That's awesome.
Because she was a great woman.
Wow, that's awesome.
She was my inspiration and my hero.
Yeah, that's beautiful. I look forward to reading that poem from Inspiring Words. So when should we anticipate the publishing of your poetry book?
Oh, let's see.
Is that in the plan and in the works?
It is.
Okay.
I have, this is a trilogy.
Okay.
So I want to finish the next 2 books.
Got it.
That's going to follow this one. I have a doggy book.
No way.
Oh, for dog lovers.
Oh, my.
For dog
There's
lovers.
a lot of you guys out there, that's for sure.
Yes, I have a trilogy book for dog lovers.
Okay.
Oh, wait till you hear this.
Oh, my gosh.
One of my babies was a poodle. He was my grandson. His name was Maxwell. He died last year.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear.
Maxwell meant the world to me. I called him my little lover boy. Okay. And I thought about Max, and I said, Max loved to watch his grandma cook. And he loved to eat. He could eat all day.
Yeah.
And I thought about that thing. And so, because this is already written and copied, it's always copywritten, I can talk about it.
Okay.
I said, if Max was human, he would want to be a chef. So the title of his book is Maxwell Wants to Be a Chef.
That's super
It hasn't
cute.
come out yet, but it's in the making.
I love it.
The script is already written. It just needs to go to the publisher.
There you go.
Yes.
I love it. So
Yes.
you have a plan already, 5 books in the making. So this is one of the 6 that's already out. So there's 5 more to go. So you guys just have to really follow. So you have social media, I'm guessing, right?
I do.
Okay, so we'll make sure that we put her social media on here so you can follow her journey.
That's right.
Kathey Mercer here, the author of this awesome book, The Kingdom of Honey. So kind of talking about where you're in Houston right now.
I am
Don't
in
live in Houston. So we're going to talk about why you're in Houston. So you were invited to the Black Authors Festival, which is here in October. Tell us about that experience and how you got invited and all that good stuff.
I had a friend from Houston that found out about the festival, and she went on Facebook, and she, of course, put the post up about it. And she said, girl, you should be a part of this. And I said, oh my goodness, no. Those are authors from all across the U.S. I'm a new kid on the block. I just got out here.
Yeah.
They're not going to want me.
Yeah.
Are you kidding? They did want me.
Oh, that's
and
awesome.
And if a new authors feel that way, you go get it. You go get it. Don't feel like you're not, important enough, you're not famous enough. Go wherever you hear that authors are being recognized. Go. Try to get in on that. So I did.
Awesome.
It was one of the most awesome events of my life.
That's awesome.
To meet authors from across the entire U.S. Brilliant writers. Brilliant writers.
Can imagine.
The illustrations were just mind-blowing. So much to learn. I learned so much by, looking at what other authors are doing.
Yeah.
We learned from each other.
Right.
You're networking. You're getting around.
Absolutely.
And you're talking to all of these wonderful people. And you're networking. And you're coming together. And you're sharing all of this wealth of information. It was wonderful.
Well, yeah, that's amazing. For being a new kid on the block, you definitely got a lot of experience. And I also heard that you've been doing book signings. So for a new kid on the block, you're already signing some books and getting invited. So what cities have you been, and how was that experience of the signing of books?
Again, I've been signing I signed in Houston. I've been signing in San Antonio. I plan to go to Dallas. I plan to go to every part of the U.S. that I can go to.
Yes.
I'm not limiting myself. I want to go all over the U.S.
And worldwide.
I really do, and worldwide.
Yes.
In fact, I'm going to China.
Wow.
In November.
For a new kid on the block, going to China in November.
Block. I'm going to Beijing.
Okay.
To see my daughter that's there.
Okay.
The books are already selling there in China. I've got books already selling, hopefully in France, because I have a daughter there, and so they're becoming international.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yes.
So you're going to go to China, Beijing in particular,
yes,
and you're going to be doing another book signing and kind of talk about your book.
Absolutely.
Wow. Well, this new kid is definitely doing leaps and bounds. I am so proud of you.
Yes.
That is awesome. So if any of you guys are in other cities, like in Texas, I'm going to kind of just name El Paso, Dallas, even Oklahoma, anywhere that you guys are out, and even if it's a different state, please let us know, because she will be willing to go and do some book signings for our children.
Absolutely.
That is awesome. So any other upcoming events, upcoming events, that's the China one. That's you pretty one. Drop the mic on that one. But any others that are coming up? I know the holidays are kind of around the corner.
Well, I've had like a coffee house.
Okay.
Place. The owner of a coffee house wants me to come there and do a book signing in Cibolo, Texas.
Awesome.
Very soon. I'm hoping that'll be in November. So, church events, a lot of pastors from churches are saying that I can come. So yeah, there's some upcoming exciting things happening.
Is very exciting. So let me ask you kind of a deep question. Okay. What is the most rewarding part of being an author, and even when it comes to this piece?
The most rewarding. Completion. Finishing it.
Yes.
Starting the journey.
Yeah.
That's the most rewarding. When you finish your first book and you see that it is great work, and you're comparing it to other authors and they're saying it's wonderful, it makes you feel so good. Yeah. It motivates you, it inspires you. The reward is that you started the book and you finished.
Yeah, for sure. And then there's another reward after that, is that you have a lot of little lives reading your completion.
Absolutely.
That's amazing. Absolutely. I'm so happy to have you on the show, and not only talking about, starting a dream and finishing it, but also you're affecting a lot of lives out there in the right way, which is amazing.
Thank you.
So I love that. So how could people contact you if they need some advice to getting started on a book, poetry, or just have questions for you?
Absolutely. I'm on Facebook.
Okay.
They can send me a friend request. They can call me.
Okay.
My number is 210-364-0284. Or they can send me an email.
Okay.
Kathey, Kathey, Mercer @hotmail.com.
So we'll put all of that contact information here on the comment section, so that way you guys can see it.
Yes.
At your fingertips. Go ahead and send her a message. She's an open book.
Absolutely.
Literally.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes,
so
I am.
I love your story. I love everything that you have to offer. And do you have, and I always end with all my guests on the show, if you had to leave our viewers with any final words, or if you needed to leave them with any quotes or motivation, what would you tell the viewers that are watching today?
I want them to know that I think every single person has a story, a story to tell. Most of us have stories about our own life, the life that we've lived. Let me tell you, people need to hear it.
Yes.
They need to hear what you've been through, how you've overcome, or whatever. Get an idea. If you've got an idea already, then there's something inside you that's saying, I can be a writer. I can be a writer. If you feel you are a writer and you want to write a book, do it. Do it. Don't let anyone discourage you. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't do it. What I'm finding out, just in the short time that I've been out here as an author, there is so much help. There's so many people ready to help. Publishing companies, people that will help you write it, edit what you write. There's so much help out here. So don't tell yourself you can't do it. One of the students that I was autographing a book for said, I want to be a writer. I said, you do? Oh, well, you've got my card. You can call me.
Yeah.
Tell mommy I said it's okay.
Yes.
You can email me.
Yes.
Whatever you need, I'm ready to help you.
That's amazing.
I said, if you want to be a writer, you can be a writer.
Absolutely.
So I encourage every person hearing me, watching this, to know that if I did it, they can do it.
Yes.
And
what I love of what you just said too is that you're willing to help. You did say that to a child.
Absolutely.
But if someone is out there and wants to tell their story, but would rather collaborate with you because they're not writers, but they want their story to come out.
I am here for you.
See? You took the words out of my mouth. So that is awesome. Yes. She's willing to, if you want to be a writer or even collaborate your story with her, your story can come out, whether it's from yourself or even from Miss Mercer that's willing to help. So I want to thank you for being on the show, and I know we're going to and I know you're going to make that happen for us. That was a good catch. But I know you're going to make this happen. There is I encourage you guys to read the story. We're going to talk a little bit about the story here at a later time, but there's a princess.
It's a princess story.
But the princess is really a princess who's really a person. So we are going to have that princess on the show here.
Yes.
So that way you're going to make that happen, and we're going to tune in here at the later part of the show so you guys can meet the actual princess herself. Yes. So I want to thank you for being on the show, and I want to thank you for doing this book, which is opening up the door of making a difference of our future. Our future is our children, and we can't thank you enough for getting that started and going. And I want to thank all of you guys for tuning in, and make sure you keep tuning in on this show to go meet the princess herself. Thank you guys. Wow, what a great interview. So I want to thank author Kathey Mercer. It was such an amazing opportunity to meet Kathey, her story, which was a great story. And if you want to purchase her book, make sure that you guys look at the link below here in the comment section. Check out the link in the comments, and make sure you support on buying her book. We purchased some books on giving some to the kids here in our community, which is super great. They loved it. Follow her page for any upcoming signings in your local area. She already did a signing here to Houston. That's why she was here, as well as San Antonio, which was actually, I believe, this weekend that just passed. And also Dallas as well. So if you want a chance for her to come and sign in your local area, make sure that you go either to her Facebook page or even letting us know. We'll get you in contact with her. Looks like her book is booming. And as you guys can see, this is episode 1 or volume 1. Let's say volume. Volume is better. Volume 1 of many great children's books, which is awesome. So we have a couple comments. We have Kathy saying, hello, everyone. So I know Kathy's on the line right now and on this show. So if you guys have any comments, she's looking at your comments right now from her residence, which is in San Antonio, Texas. So thank you, Kathy, for being on the show and for sharing your story, which is awesome and amazing. I have RC saying, thank you, Madi, for sharing this book with Princess Chloe. We loved it. Great positive book for kiddos. So we had Princess Chloe on the show, which that is my best friend. So hey, Chloe, if you're watching. And we did give her a gift of this book, so she too can be inspired of this book as well, which is great. I think it's a great and easy read for little ones. So yeah, if you guys want a chance to purchase this book, it's super easy online. Follow the links. It's super user-friendly as well. So you guys can definitely support Kathey Mercer, who's doing some big things in the area. And not just that, it's for our children. Our children is our future of tomorrow, which is super important that we dedicate some time and really pay attention to our children on the things that they need. So that is awesome. We actually, like mentioned, we purchased some books and we recently gave back to our community. I think it's super great. We put these books in there. So we collaborated with Heroes for Children by going to Texas Children's Hospital and delivered some of these books as well as some goodies that we gave from the law firm and met the kids. Please go to our post that you see here on this side. Make sure you go to this post. We shared it from Heroes for Children and the parents of those children were able to give us permission to take pictures with them. It's super awesome. We also shared their album so you could see the kiddos, those kiddos that are suffering from some type of cancer, are able to see, the light at the end of the tunnel, are able to see, you guys see us there visiting the hospital. That was on Halloween and it was kind of a trick-or-treat type of deal. So see us there with the big, radiating smiles on our faces, and it really brought a smile to their face on whatever they were feeling on that day, on how either their chemotherapy was going or how their journey was going. It was great to see a huge smile as soon as we entered the room. So it's super beautiful. Please go look at those pictures and make sure you also give some love. So we did give some of these books to some of those children. So while they're in the hospital bed or doing chemotherapy, they can read this book. I think it's super great. Education's super important. So we wanted to definitely share that. So let us know what you guys think of what we're doing with the community and how we're giving back to the community, and not just that, but giving back to our children. We want to promote, help, and be there for our children in any which way we can. So I want to kind of now switch it over a little bit. So heroic behavior is something we do every month. So last month we chose our winner from last month, which they won a meal on us for Thanksgiving. So we're actually going to go shopping with them a little bit closer to the holidays. It's still a little early, so we haven't given them the gift. That means they're not going to get it. That does not mean that they're not going to get it. It's just we want the food to be fresh for the holiday season for their family and their loved ones. So please be on the lookout for that video that will be coming soon. It's going to be great. We're really making a difference in people's lives, whether it's on the Thanksgiving, the Christmas spirit, all the spirits. We want to be doing a heroic behavior for you guys, for the community. So you guys need to make sure you're looking out for these pictures. Now this month, drum roll please. This month they're going to do giving away a Christmas tree. I think it's so awesome. Whatever religion and whatever spirit that you guys celebrate, a Christmas tree is always fun to kind of put up. It can have different meanings for you and your family and your loved ones. So we are giving a Christmas tree. You got to make sure and you view this picture. Go find the picture. You have to like the picture. You have to like our page. You have to share someone you'd want to win the tree as well. And you have to share it on your page and tag someone as well. So I think that's super, super important. And guess what, guys? It's free. You guys don't have to do anything. And you get a whole Christmas tree. So we did this last year and it was beautiful. So the Christmas tree is actually my favorite. You're in the cold. And I actually went with the winners and they picked out their tree. They got to pick, do I want it tall, skinny, short, plumpy? Like there's so many trees out there. And so you got to pick it and it was beautiful because we got to smell the pine and just walk into where they sell Christmas trees and get them a real life natural tree. So I think that's super great. I really recommend that all of you guys go on the heroic behavior. Make sure you like that picture, like our page, because that's what qualifies you to win. You have to like, share, and tag. So go like the picture, like the page, tag someone you would be spending the holidays with and you want also someone to win the tree, and share it on your Facebook page. All those 4 qualifying factors will get you a chance to win. You do have to be 18 or older to claim your prize, and you do have to be present to win your prize. Super easy and super free. So that's awesome. Make sure we should have a lot of people. And I think right now we already have a lot of likes. We have about 700 likes on it already. So a lot of you guys are also in the holiday spirit. We do want to, in the holidays coming up, we recognize all holidays, all religions, and everyone that celebrates different types of holiday on the Christmas and holiday greeting side. So we don't want to veer in one direction. We always show the love to all of you guys. So let us know what you guys do in your traditions for Thanksgiving as well as the holiday season. So you guys also see on there our website, but you also saw earlier all our social media that we have. You can go to any of those channels and let us know with a direct message and say, hey, this is how I celebrate my holiday season. We would love to hear from you from any channel, whichever channel is your favorite. We even have Facebook in Spanish, so that would be great for you guys to go like every single one of these channels as well. If you guys are interested in being in the show, it's the holiday season. I would love to hear how you guys are giving back to the community, how you guys are giving back to your loved ones, whether it's a nice gesture, whether it's giving a meal or a monetary item. It doesn't matter. I would love to hear. If you guys want an opportunity to be on the show right here, all you have to do is super easy. Send an email to Giselle at dmillerlaw.com. We would love to have all types of walk of lives here, speaking about their journey. Your journey is an important journey, and we all can learn from each other's journeys. So we have another comment. This is Kathey herself saying, thank you. You guys are so awesome. Kathey, we couldn't thank you enough for being on the show. We definitely appreciate it. So I want to thank all of you guys for being on the show. I want to thank all of you guys for sharing this show, and make sure that every single one of your friends see this show. Make sure you like it as well. Give me that big thumbs up to tell me that you like the topic as well. I want to thank all of you guys for sharing the knowledge. Sharing the knowledge and the journey makes us a better us and a better you. So I want to thank all of you guys for coming together as one community and sharing as much as we can to educate and also to help someone else that could be beside us or around us. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in to Talk to Me Tuesday on a Tuesday. I'm your host, Madi B.